Final Destination. Mur, known for his absolutely beautiful combos, gaining control early of the match and keeping it. We have not seen County on the main stage yet. I'd like to see where his play is at.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with County here, knowing that we're a little further along and that County must have won his last games in order to get to this point. We have Mur, who continues to shine as one of our top seed players, taking that stock from County based on error, not getting close enough to that ledge really leaves you open or lets you fall.
County here coming in with a response, trying to take a stock off Mur, building up some percent, not letting himself get hit, finding good space. But Mur looking for those combos, looking for that stage control. Mur forcing County off stage, forcing him to reestablish his ground. County using his blaster in order to keep his distance from Mur, not let him build up those tight combos. Dark Samus is really good with that kind of mid-range and a stock off of Mur with a spike from County.
That's our first. That is our first stock off of Mur this tournament.
Mur has to put that pressure back on County.
Mur responding as quickly as possible with another stock taken from County. Let's see what they do.
You know, you can really tell that we're going to see a game between Mur and Digital Rice here soon. Two top competitors just absolutely dominating their matches, and they're both coming on the main stage wanting to show up in order to get everyone to see how good they are.
Mur really does just have a response for every movement that most of these players are making, and that is what makes him so elite and skillful. He has a response and either a counter or a punish to everything that everyone's doing.
Dark Samus trying to stay alive, but that recovery is not going to be enough to get back to stage. Wonderful effort there from County. I'd like to see what he does in the second game, but Mur takes that one.
Counter pick on stage. We're going Battlefield this time. Hopefully giving County a little bit of an advantage considering there are no platforms on Final Destination.
Yeah. Mur going with the Mii Gunner pick. Mur going for the Mii Gunner pick. Let's see how this works out for him. We have not seen him play anything but Kirby yet today.
Mur switching it up to a Mii character here in order to play a kind of a different game than we're used to seeing in Mur. A little bit more distance, I think, is what he's trying to get here. Keep that spacing a little more open for himself in order to do some damage from further away. He recognizes that in the same way that he is kind of dangerous within close spaces, he's seeing the same thing from County. So we're seeing Mur do a little bit more distance in order to make sure the spacing is good.
Yeah, Mii Gunner plays a lot like these Samus characters, so I'm excited to see this almost a Ditto-type matchup. Mii Gunner, not a character you see very often on tournament settings.
I think we can count it maybe on like one hand.
Probably.
Probably. But he's doing the work.
Hey, I used to play Mii Fighter. Mii Fighter was a lot of fun. It was one of my more fun characters. But if Mur's real confident, I mean, he already took a stock off. He is playing an elite game with Mii Fighter, Mii Gunner right now.
Seeing how Mur responds to a lot of what County is doing is really actually impressive because it requires that high-level skill and that thought process. Being as quick in response as possible, that's insane.
Great combo there by Dark Samus. County trying to take another stock off.
Remember that our players they're in normal rounds until they lose, and then they go to the loser's bracket. And what that means is that no matter what happens here facing off, the player that wins continues on, and the next one will go to the loser's bracket. That even happens in the very end of the games. When we start seeing our Final Four, there will continue to be that opportunity. So but we'll see both players again for sure, either way.
County taking a stock off Murr. While not necessarily the most even matchup, I have been liking how County's playing this Dark Samus. I do think that there's a reason they are in this matchup, and I don't think this game is as over as it seems.
I'm having a hard time determining whether or not Murr moving from Kirby to the Mii Gunner was the right move, but again, he's going to know that best. All I can do is watch and be excited about what comes next.
Big kill by Mii Gunner. Wonderful performance by Murr. Wonderful performance by County. Just a great matchup.